Yo, what's up, guys? So we got you guys another stencil set. This time it's for a nice rose design. We could actually make tons of rose designs in with this. This is one I have done using the rose stencil set. Again, these all come pre-cut, ready to use. I appreciate all the support on these. You guys have been crazy ordering all these stencils, and I've been really overwhelmed with orders and stuff like that. So thank you guys. Really, thank you guys. I had a lot of people ask for this one, and I think I've put it together a pretty good video. It's kind of long, but a pretty good video on how to use it and showing you guys the ins and outs of our Rose Master set. I hope you guys like it. If you want to order yourself one of these stencils, the link will be down in the description. They're made out of high tear resistant, chemical resistant plastic. They'll last you a lifetime if you take care of them. You can wash them, reuse them again over and over. And yeah, so again, the link will be down in the description. I'll put a link down in the comments too. If you have a certain stencil set that you want to see or something like that, drop it down in the comments. I'll keep it in mind. But you know, a lot of people have sent emails, and this is a recurring theme, is a nice rose set. So here you guys go. Thank you guys again for all the orders, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Later. Alright, so you've gone and ordered your Mike's Brush Rose Master stencil set, and the set comes with 3 pre-cut roses. You know, and they're nice and fully cut. All of the inside lines are cut, and these are great for making a lot of roses really fast, and I'll show you how to use these. It comes with a rose stem with leaves, all nice and cut, detailed. It has thorns on it. And we have our cutout for detailing out some of the, I guess, the petals, the rose petals, for adding different amounts of shading and stuff like that. I know it's hard to see on the white, but you know, it's nice and cut out. It also has cutouts for making your rose, what are they, like the green parts that are off of the rose, like right underneath where the rose and the stem connect. I'm not sure what those leaves are called. It also comes with 4 rose petal cutouts, different shapes and sizes. I know it's pretty C, they're small. It comes with 4 of those, so those should be enough to get you started making your rose petals look like they're falling and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off by sticking on one of the roses here, and I'm gonna just take this rose here, right, the standing up rose, and we're gonna make ourselves a main center rose, and we're gonna add some roses around it. And I'm gonna show you how quick and easy it is to do with this stencil here. So first off, I'm just gonna take this and our stem stencil here, right? And I'm going to stick them on using some 3M spray adhesive. We're painting on canvas today, and it's primed with acrylic white. Nothing special. And we're going to take our stem. It's important to lay the rose first, so when we pull off the stem part, the rose will still remain. And you can see I've overlaid it just a little bit. And we're just going to go ahead and stick that on nice and good. So I'm going to start off by loading up some Maui blue, some Createx Maui blue, which is just a light blue. And I'm just going to blend off of our stencil here, going out towards the sides. Then I'm going to take our other rose cutouts. So I'm going to use like this big one here. I'm just going to go ahead and place it somewhere right about there. So now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reduce the Maui blue just a little bit, add a little reducer, and I'm also gonna add a little bit of bright blue. It's gonna change this shade of the Maui blue just a tad, and that's all we're gonna do, and we're gonna use that to go ahead and fill in and detail or shade in our roses, right? Because these roses will stay nice and blue, and then we're gonna go back in and fill that one in. But I'm just gonna go, for my design purposes, I'm gonna go back in and fill that in. All right, I think I got about the right shade here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start detailing these in. And because of the stencil, we already have all the nice lines, right? But you don't wanna just outline it, you wanna just bring shades in off of those. And it's important to remember most of the shades come from inside the flower going out. So that's kind of what we're gonna be doing here. Just gonna be taking those inside lines and kind of shading them going out. Right, just like that. And all I'm going to do here is bring in our handy dandy petal stencil here, and some of these petals here, maybe we want to add a little bit of cuts there, you know, where it has an indentation in that particular area, or maybe you need to use it as a shield to keep the other part white there, you know. And this stencil here has all these cutouts that kind of match up with some of these, but are also just very handy in general for making a lot of different stuff. So just going to continue on here. As you can see, we're creating nice, cool looking roses. Bring you guys in here. And because of the stencil, it allows me to do it nice and quickly and easily without too much effort, right? And then, you know, we're able to repeat it and make this process nice and fast. I'll just keep on here. And the reason I changed the color of the blue too is because this Maui blue is really light. So once you add a little bit of bright blue to the mix here, it will make your color that you're kind of shading in with just dark enough that it'll cover up you know, those stencils, or accent them just perfectly to where it makes it look like they're kind of supposed to be there, you know. So that's pretty much how you use those on the outside, right? The cutouts. And they're quick for making easy work of large amounts of roses. But now back to our stem here. I'm gonna load up some green. And it's just Createx Bright Green. I threw a little bit of reducer in there to help it flow through. And we're first going to hit these lead cutouts, right? You can just hit those in. Then we could go ahead and take off our stem here. Bam. We're going to take our cutout here, and if you notice, it has some like nice, and those are actually pretty good for making the little designs inside the leaves, you know. And then just bring in a little shadow. Do the same thing over here. Just block that off. We could use this right here. Keep working our way down here. Now you could go ahead and fill these in all the way if you wanted. I'm trying to go for a nice kind of girly bright design, so I like having the white in there, and I want to keep that kind of more pastel look. So I'm going to leave a little bit of that in. I might even come in with some fluorescent green and brighten this up. But for now, I'm just going to shade the stem, and this is quite easy. I'm just going to go down one side of the stem with a medium-sized shadow, right? Make sure you get that in there nice and dark. And then I'm going to go on the other side of the stem, and I'm going to add a really nice thin green line, right? There you go. We got the shade kind of the stem shaded in. Again, I want to keep it nice and bright. I'm trying to keep the video kind of simple, but also nice. And I like this pastel look. Look, this whole look here is like really good for lowriders and that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and load up some bright red. Actually, I'm going to start off with some hot pink. So I'm going to start off with some hot pink on the rose. And the reason I'm using hot pink is so that I could go ahead and, again, we're going to add some red to the hot pink. And then we'll be able to shade that in and make the lines look more lived in and, you know, be able to shade them out of the design basically. So you don't focus too much on those lines. So I'm just going to shade these in. And again, I'm trying to use more bright colors. We got some rose petals that we made down here. I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of pink. To the rose petals there. And then I'm going to go ahead and take off our rose. Right, there you go. We have the nice, beautiful rose. I'm going to add some bright red to our mix here. Make sure we shake that up, stir that up really, really good. Cool. And it gives us a really, really bright red. So again, using these lines and coming from the inside of the rose, shading out. I'm just going to start shading it. As you can see, just using a lighter color for the stencil, it's easy to just fool the eye that the stencil's not there when we just add a little bit of a darker, slightly darker color. And again, we're just working our way around, shading it in. And don't forget to color in your petals down here. And there you go. There's our rose design. So there you go. That's how we use the Rose Master stencils. You know, you can use it again, since these are kind of, you can use them on anything. You can use them on t-shirts, you know, vehicles, canvas, pretty much anything. Gives you nice clean cut designs. Obviously for my design I wanted to keep the colors nice and bold, you know, nice and bright. So yeah, hopefully this stencil helps some of you guys out. You know, I know a lot of you guys are out there doing t-shirts and different kinds of designs, and it's always important to have a nice rose design because people will ask for it, people want it, and if people see it, that, you know, they're gonna want it even more. So yeah guys, hopefully that helps you guys out. Thanks for ordering one. If you ordered one, thanks for all the orders. If you've ordered any of the other stencils, it all helps out. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Later.